A call just came in from a guy selling a boat. It sounded cool, but no one else was around, so I just decided to go check it out myself.
I thought you had a boat.
It is a boat.
Does it float?
No, it is a float.
I thought a boat floats.
This boat floats in parades.
I'm confused.
Shiver me timbers.
Called the guys down at the pawn shop today to check out my street legal pirate ship. I own a company, and we specialize in making these boats for bachelor parties, parades, and rallies. I'd like to sell it today because we'd like to start our next bigger one. I'm asking $250,000. Why don't you come on aboard?
All right.
What do you think?
It's pretty sweet. Can you show me all the features?
I'll show them to you. We've got those black pipes. They pump out all the fog you could ever want. It's got the front stage. You come down the stairs, you got center stage. We've got a wet bar here. Then when we go to the top right up here, we've got lasers that come out of there that paint the whole floor green and red. We got a big screen TV on the back that films the entertainment, whatever's happening in the boat, so the people behind you can enjoy what's happening.
Oh, that might be dangerous if I was on here partying.
It very well might be dangerous. I believe that.
Is this legal to drive on the street?
Absolutely. It's got license, registration, inspected. It'll go 60 miles an hour down the highway. We took a 1-ton GMC chassis from a Chevy truck, took the body off, put a steel substructure underneath it, and we covered the whole thing with 100% African mahogany. It's got a 350 Chevy carbureted motor, pushing about 300 horsepower.
All right. You think I could take a picture and send it to my boss?
Absolutely.
A pirate ship, you can actually drive 60 miles an hour on the highway? This is awesome. Let's take it for a spin while I'm waiting for him to reply back.
You got it, brother. Let's go.
Chum's phone just keeps on going straight to voicemail.
I'm sure it's all right, dude. Here, I'll text him. Don't buy the float. Send. There, everything will be fine. Don't worry, I'm sure he's not gonna buy it. He doesn't have any money on it.
But he's an idiot.
Woo! I'm on a boat! Sup, ladies? I feel like captain of a ship right now.
It's a good look for you.
I can't wait to show this to everyone. If I can make a deal, Rick will think I'm the man. Pretty awesome.
Right on. You like it?
I do, what are you trying to get for it?
$250,000. 240?
I'm thinking you could rent this boat out for a couple grand a night. I mean, it's a gold mine. I'm pretty sure Rick will want it.
I can give you 100,000 bucks.
Man, my bottom dollar's 190, 190,000. That's giving it away.
190,000 is giving it away.
Giving it away.
I don't think my boss would let me spend that much.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I had a good time, though. It was fun.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, but I'm driving you all over this place. Why don't you call your boss?
I could do that. Let's see.
Well,
he might want it.
Do it.
It looks like he texted me already. Do not buy the float. That was Rick, my boss. He said not to buy the float in a text message.
Huh. That's it?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to pass.
Well, that's bull. Whatever.
Oh, sorry, man.
I can't believe Rick didn't want this pirate ship. If it was up to me, I would have bought it.
We've never had anything in the shop like it before.
Check this out, Pops. This guy's selling a 37 Oldsmobile. It's in pretty good shape, man.
And it said Pahrump?
My dad's always pushing me to find better deals. You'd think he'd be willing to drive an extra hour to find one.
Go buy it, Rick. I don't want to waste a whole day going out to Pahrump.
It's not a whole day. We drive there, the car sucks, we turn around, drive back.
That car's a classic, Rick. It's worth going to look at.
Just trust me on this.
All right, let's go. You're driving.
Fine.
I know Corey's trying to score a big deal, and I should support him. But taking a whole day to scope out a car, it better be good.
Oh, wow. I told you it looks good, man. Look at it.
Yeah, it does look pretty nice. does look clean.
It's a 1937 model L37 four-door sedan. This was my dad's car, and the story goes Bugsy Siegel used to drive the car around. He was the main guy that helped develop Las Vegas.
That's cool.
I decided to call the guys down from the pawn shop to look at my 1937 Oldsmobile. I have mixed emotions about selling the car, but I'm ready to make a deal today. I'm looking to get $15,500. I feel that's a very fair amount, and I don't think I'll take a penny less.
So what's been done to it? Has it been restored at all, or?
It's an older restoration back in the 80s. The car is 90% original. It's got the original inline 8-cylinder motor. This is the top-of-the-line car for 1937.
I mean, in 37, your bare bones Chevy Coupe cost like $700. This was probably a few thousand. You had to be well off to get a car like this. I mean, remember, 37, it's the height of the Depression. Most people didn't make $4,000 or $5,000 in a year. Back in the late 1800s, an engine builder named Ransom Olds teamed up with a carriage builder named Frank Clark. Their motorized carriage was a success. Oldsmobile actually became the first mass producer of gasoline-powered cars. You mind if I look inside?
Yeah, sure thing.
You gotta love the suicide doors.
Yeah, they're classic.
Why do they call them suicide doors, Pop?
Because if you didn't close your door all the way and you went to open it up and close it as you're driving along, all of a sudden you got a giant sail there grabbing your arm. It would pull you right out if you didn't let go in time. I mean, the great thing about it is you still have all the original gauges and everything.
All the lights, turn signals, everything seems to work fine. I think this curtain back here was for the makeout room. Give Bugsy and his date a little privacy.
This thing is classic. It's pure 1930s gangster. And the fact that it has a story tied to Bugsy Siegel makes it a lot cooler. I mean, the car is deeply cool, I'll give you that. Here's my concerns. There's some real paint issues with it. There's some crazing on the hood. It seems like the guy who did restore this did it on a budget.
The interior should have been done in vinyl or leather. It's too cool and too nice of a car to use the absolute cheapest material he could have done for the interior.
I'm trying to figure out how much it would cost me to fix it up. If you don't mind, I'd like to get my buddy out here to take a look at it.
I'd like him to come look at it.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna give him a call.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right, so far so good.
I told you, man.
My buddy Danny is probably gonna flip when I tell him to come all the way out to Pahrump to look at a car. But the man is a car nut, and I know he'll come out and do it.
Yo, Rick, Corey, you guys back here?
Hey, over here, buddy.
I own Counts Customs in Las Vegas, where we build way cool choppers and wicked hot rods. Guys usually call me down when they want somebody to take a look at anything with wheels and a motor. Wow.
Sweet old car, huh?
Good looking ride, man. 37 Olds is a wicked old car. I love the fact that it's got the straight 8 in it. That humpback trunk is beautiful. Tell me what you guys' concerns. What are we looking at?
Okay, there's a few problems with the paint. The interior is really, really blah. I don't know if it's gonna cost $5 grand to fix this thing up or it's gonna cost 20 grand.
I got you. Would you mind if I check it all out?
I'd appreciate it if you would.
Thank you. It's certainly a really good looking ride. All your seams, all your body lines are real tight. I really like the body itself. It's really straight.
It rolls pretty straight down the highway, too. It's just a solid old car.
You know, I agree with you, Rick, on the fact that, obviously we do have paint issues, but it's just so straight and so solid. There's not a lot to complain about in this car.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a 75-year-old person in that good a shape.
1937 Oldsmobile, most of them have been cut up, either turned into lowriders or hot rods. To find one that's as pure as this one is a rare find.
Okay, for me, this is where it gets really interesting.
All right. Oh, yeah. I see why, brother. That's beautiful.
An inline 8-cylinder Oldsmobile engine from 1937.
This motor's gotta weigh 700-800 pounds.
It sounds as good as the day they made it.
Do you mind if we take it for a little putt?
Sounds good.
Shotgun.
I don't think so.
I want shotgun. This is my deal.
Not happening.
More room in the back anyways.
I don't care whose deal it is. I'm the boss, and the boss always rides shotgun.
So what you think, Danny? How's it driving?
The brakes feel good. The motor runs really nice, man. This is a really nice ride, brother. A car like this from 1937, in this type of running condition, is not easy to find. Drives a lot nicer than most new cars.
I'll I'm impressed.
I am too, man.
So would it be worth my time fixing this thing up?
For me, I would leave it alone. This car appears to be about 90% original and all there, so it is a restorer's dream.
Okay, so what do you think it's worth?
I've seen cars like this that are completely restored. They're ready for the museum. They go upwards, you know, high 30s, low 40s. As it sits right now, I would easily put this car 16, 17 grand.
All right, my man.
That's my feelings.
That's why we love you.
Good call on this, Corey. Good call. Thanks for bringing me out for this.
man.
All right, see you, man.
I'll see you back in
See ya.
Vegas. Brother, nice to
pleasure.
meet you. Thanks, man. Catch you later.
Take care.
So you want to handle this one?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, my man. You said 15.5 earlier. I know it's sentimental to you, but I think 12 grand's a better number.
Well, I just heard him say it was 16, 17, and I'm pretty fair with 15.5, and I'm gonna stick to my guns on that.
Do you actually have any proof it was owned by Bugsy Siegel?
No, sir.
We go 14.
My dad turned down 25 from a guy in the casino, so there's no way that I would go under 15.5.
You're not gonna take a dime less.
Not one dime.
You always expect some give and take in a negotiation, so when someone refuses to budge even a little bit, it makes it really hard to make a deal. You got it, man. Deal.
Sounds good, partner.
I paid a little more than I should have, but I just couldn't let this thing go. And as good as this car looks, we should be able to flip it pretty fast.
All right, we'll pay the man.
What, you think I just carried that much cash on me? No, we're gonna have to go to the bank.
All right, I'm sorry. We'll be right back. Let me run to the bank. I'll get a cashier's check. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Just say good job, son.
I'm not going to say it.
What's up, Grandpa?
What's going on, boy?
Nothing much.
So you bought that car?
Yes, we did.
So how much did you pay for it, Corey?
15.5.
That car belongs to me, son.
I was afraid this would happen. We got a new rule that we can't keep stuff for ourselves, but when it comes to the old man and cars, rules just go out the window. I didn't drive 100 miles today to not make any money off this car. If you take it home, I will steal it back from your house and sell it.
Don't even think about it, boy. If you realize, son, I own this damn joint, ain't no way I'm not taking that car home. Corey, you actually did good today.
Whatever you want to do, old man.
Hey, can I help you? Hey, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
All right, all right.
What do you got here?
Man, I got a couple swords, well, 3 swords and a katana. Trying to get rid of them. I just can't put them on the mantle no more. They just laying around.
Yeah, I don't know if you have a wife or a girlfriend, but I'm sure she doesn't want to look at this up on the mantle all
Absolutely,
day.
absolutely. I'm at the pawn shop because I want to sell these samurai swords I have today. I had them for 20 years. You know, they kind of raggedy a little bit, but the blades are really sharp. They collecting dust.
Where'd you get them?
It was my ex-father-in-law. He said he was over in Japan. He picked them up, and he gave them to me as a gift. So I'm thinking they might be worth something now.
Right after World War II, the United States, they were helping to rebuild Japan. And during that time period, they confiscated a lot of stuff like this. And then they would put these tags on them in hopes that they would be returned later. But instead of returning them, a lot of soldiers decided, you know what? I would like to take this home as a keepsake. These could have been in someone's family for, 100+ years. It's hard to tell because usually the mark will be underneath the handle. That's not something that I'm qualified to do, is take the handle off and look at the mark, because I wouldn't want to ruin this,
Right.
A good thing I do see is it seems to be the right sheath,
Mm-hmm.
It butts up right against their knives and it fits really snug.
Gotcha.
A lot of times what you'll see is these will become so old that the sheath will break down completely and someone will find just a makeshift sheath to put the blade in, and it won't fit like that. As you can see, it's cracked all the way down. It's peeling, and the same with this one. Even though they're in really bad condition, it is cool to have the original sheath, What are you looking to do with them?
Well, I'm about to enter a barbecue competition. Entry fee is kind of high, and then I need to buy my product.
Well, I'll let you barbecue at my house for free anytime.
Anytime.
I'm thinking Rick might want me to call in an expert before possibly buying these swords, but this man has a barbecue competition to get to. I ain't one to stand between a man and his grill. And like a samurai, I must act swiftly before this guy walks out the door.
How about 6,000?
I don't doubt that they're worth close to that value. Samurai swords are highly collectible, but my problem is I gotta resell them and I gotta make a little profit too. If you wanna sell them today, right now, I can do 34.
4,000. Out the door.
Let's split the difference. I'll go 37.
38.50.
You know, I'd hate to see him walk for $150. I think I'll take a chance with these. I can do the 38.50. Hopefully my boss doesn't cut my head off.
I hope not with these swords. 38.50, I'm gonna buy some briskets, pork, and some ribs and some chicken, and I'm gonna slice up this competition.
I don't know if you're gonna be okay on this one, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna be fine, Corey. I paid under $5,000 for these.
I mean, I was in the building. I was just in my office.
What do you know about swords?
I know that I don't know enough to buy them without calling somebody.
You just bought those?
Yes, I did.
Didn't call anybody and spent over $3,800 on swords.
Really? I'm gonna call Mike and get him down here to take a look at these.
This is a catwalk, Rick. Trust me.
It's a cakewalk, is
No,
what
it's
you're.
a catwalk because cats walk so easy, and when they fall, they land on their feet, just like me.
If you fall, you're not gonna land on your feet.
If I'm walking like a cat, I will.
What is wrong with you?
You better not have screwed up, all right?
Hey, just the man I'm waiting to see. Why don't you shed some light on these for old Ricky over here?
Rick, you don't look very happy.
Yeah, apparently I don't need you anymore because Chum knows everything there is to know about swords now.
Well, I told you to call me if you ever needed some help.
It was basically make a deal on these swords and get them now or don't get them. The guy was in a hurry. He had to get off to a barbecue.
So, can you tell me about these things? Or should I ask you?
Want me to look?
Yeah, check them out.
I'm gonna take the handle off so we can see if it's signed or not.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is very tight, so it obviously hasn't been off for a long, long time, which is a good sign. And it has a signature. So generally, when you're looking at swords to buy, you always want to check the tang to see if it's signed, to see if anybody famous made the sword. This title with this type of file marks belongs to a swordsmith known as Naganobu.
It's good news so far.
It is good news because he's actually well known and he's very famous. Okay, so the blade is in good condition. There's no flaws. It has one small nick. So this is actually a very decent sword.
So is it considered a sword being that short, or is it a knife?
Generally, it's called a dagger. It's
Okay.
kotanto. It qualifies as a dagger, but it's still a sword in a sense. So we'll move on to the next piece.
Kind of excited to see what you have to say about this one.
So believe it or not, the entire sword is held together by this one bamboo peg all through battle.
I remember you had taught me that last time you came here. Let's see if there's any markings on this one.
Well, you're lucky on this one too. It's actually signed. So it's full signature here, and the sword is got some good age to it.
Well, how old is that one?
This sword dates from the late early 1500s.
Oh.
So-
Stretch a little bit. Oh, I've been making some good moves.
May I?
Please. What a beauty.
Well, the pin's missing, so that's the traditional way of removing the handle from the hilt. Oh, it's signed.
Another signature?
This sword is signed Soshuju Akihiro. He's one of the most famous makers of Japanese sword history. You know, people spend years and years and years looking for the holy grail of Japanese swords, worth up to $3 or $4 million.
I like where this is going, Rick.
Unfortunately, the signature appears to be a forgery.
So when was it forged? Like maybe 100 years ago, 200 years ago?
No, the sword is actually old. It's just that it was so popular to have such a famous name given to lords and other lords that they actually made forgeries on other blades that were available from the same time period. So this blade is actually old. It is from like the early 1400s.
What are they worth?
Well, as a package, you're looking at about $13,000 for all three.
I'm not going to congratulate you. It doesn't take skill to win in a slot machine.
If you ever need my help, I'm there for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I was talking to him, not you.
Chum actually got lucky and he did well. It's a roll of the dice when you're buying swords. Finding 3 older blades is very rare. Finding 3 older blades that are signed is extremely lucky.
I just made you $9 grand. You can pay me with a free lunch today.
Will you put these away?
You really want me touching them? They're worth $13,000.
Guys, something's got to be done about the parking lot.
What's wrong with the parking lot?
I don't know, there's a million cars out there. I don't know whose they are. They're obviously not customers. I had to walk a block. I had to park down the street.
Little walking's probably good for you.
Poor baby.
Is that the violin, boss?
Yeah.
I feel so bad for you.
If I have to park a block away, so do our customers. If they can't park in the parking lot, they'll go somewhere else.
Or you could just do what I do, and I keep a cone in my trunk, and then I take it out at the end of the day and put it in a parking space. I like to park in the same spot.
Chum, you don't floss your teeth when you're working the counter. I swear to God. All right, Chum.
All right, what?
Now you've always wanted to be a manager?
Yeah.
Well, I'm giving you a promotion.
Hell yeah, it's about time.
For the past few days, I've had to walk 2 blocks to work because our parking lot has become completely out of control. It's been so bad that I'm gonna finally give Chum the promotion that he's always wanted. You're now the parking lot manager. You get to tell people where to go, where to park, whether they can park here. You got power.
Manager of the parking lot? Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. What do we got here? Some vests?
Some vests so people see you.
I like that. I got some shoes that'll match that. They'll look real nice with it. You know what I mean? Am I a boss?
You are the boss. You are the boss of the parking lot.
What's this? Another vest? Hell no.
You're not supposed to wear 2 of them, Chum.
You don't know nothing about no fashion.
Anyway, make sure that, if they're parked in the parking lot, only customers of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. Keep traffic moving.
What are these cones for?
These are to make sure I have a parking spot every day when I get here in the morning.
You need 3 cones? I could do some other stuff with these other 2.
Whatever it takes, just make sure I got a parking spot.
Dude, I could use this as a horn.
And we...
I am the pawn shop manager of the parking lot. Please move your car out of the way right now, or I will have it towed at your own expense.
It's a little much, Chum, but we'll see how it works out for a few days, okay?
Okay. You better tip me $20 if you want a good spot tomorrow morning, Rick.
No, you're not allowed to take tips.
Lame. Wait. I'm gonna have you park in this first spot right here, all right? Whoa. You can't park there. Parking lot champion. Stop. I'll get you parked. What I want you to do is go around and park right here in this space.
I was just there.
Yeah, the space on the other side of it. See, I want you facing the same way as all the other cars. Don't be, you know what I mean? Just, all right? You've got business to do in here, right?
Yeah.
Well, I need to keep this parking lot in order manner, so I'd appreciate your cooperation. Thank you. Whoa. Are you watching me? I got the orange vest and the hat. Excuse me, do you have business to do here at the pawn shop?
No, I work over there.
Okay, well, you need to go park over there.
No, but they said I could park right here.
If you park here, your car will be towed. It's your choice. This parking lot is for the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop customers and employees only, so... Rick was right. We have a huge problem with people parking in the parking lot that aren't even customers. Now push it on out of here. Push it on out. But now that this is under my control, things will be a lot better. No, don't park there.
It's been quiet in here all day. Way too quiet. Corey,
What?
see a problem in here?
I don't see any customers.
Yeah, that's the problem. I need to find out what's going on. Andy,
Hey, boss, yeah.
show me the parking lot.
Sure.
That's Chum.
It's empty.
Yeah, it looks like it's been coned off.
What is he doing?
This is what happens when you give Chumlee a little bit of power.
All right.
Is he sending a customer away?
Yeah.
What's he?
He's being an idiot, is what he's doing. Even if work is a little nicer without Chum getting in the way, it's better that we actually have customers. Chum,
Well, what do you think, Rick? Parking lot's empty.
that wasn't the idea at all. You're fired. From the parking lot anyway.
Dude,
Turn in your vest.
I did an amazing job. There's no one in the parking
You did
lot.
an amazing job of trying to ruin my business. You know, you're supposed to allow our customers to park. You're not letting anybody park.
Rick, this is for VIP.
Give me the vest. You're fired from being a manager. Get back in the shop. Pick up all your cones, get back in the shop. Now.
How can I help you?
I have an antique Chinese fingernail guard.
Oh, you're gonna poke someone's eye out. Be careful.
Better be nice.
Let me see here. Doesn't really fit me, but what better way to let them know how high class you are by a
It's your style.
not so tacky long silver fingernail.
I came into the pawn shop today hoping to sell my antique fingernail guard. I'd really like to get at least $250 for it today, and I think it's worth every penny of that. Plus, my boyfriend and I would like to go out to a nice dinner tonight.
Oh, this is pretty cool. You don't know like where it's from or anything?
It's from China, and I think that it's the Manchurian era.
Yeah, it does go all the way back to there. And this is exactly what the women would have wore, who were, you know, high class, and they wanted everyone to know.
Yeah.
This is silver, you know, so...
It's beautiful.
Yes, they wore these to show they didn't have to do manual labor, to show that they had servants. And I guess the longer your nail was, the more servants you had and the less manual labor you had to do. So I don't even think this lady had to get her own glass of water.
Probably not.
Fingernail guards were worn to protect the long fingernails of the elite during the Qing dynasty. This is a pretty amazing artifact from the time period, and I definitely want to make a deal. Plus, maybe I can get some use out of it and convince Rick I shouldn't have to work. I wouldn't want to break a nail. What were you trying to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
How much are you looking to get for it?
I would like to get $250 for it.
You know, honestly, I don't know exactly how much they're worth. I know this is pretty nice. Would you go $100 on it?
No, I don't think I could go $100 on that. That's...
I
mean, it's beautiful. Look at all the workmanship on it.
Would you go 200 on it?
Would you go 240 on it?
You know what? I think I'll buy it from you. Just hopefully my boss will be proud of me.
Okay, good deal.
All right, let's go write it up.
Okay, great. I'm happy with the deal that I got for the antique fingernail guard. I started at $250, so I'm very happy with the $240 that we agreed on.
Yo, check this out.
What is that?
What do you mean, what is this? It's a finger guard.
Is it for picking your nose or something?
You know, rich ladies wear them so they don't have to do any work around the house. So I was thinking about wearing it so I don't have to do any work around here.
You've been getting away with that for years.
Where's it from?
It's from China. It's for ancient empresses in China.
How can you tell that?
Because I know it. I've seen them before in a book.
Now I know you're lying.
Well, the internet, same thing.
How do you know it wasn't made yesterday?
When you've been around as long as me, you just know.
How much did you spend on it again?
$240.
So, since you didn't ask me before you bought it, I'm sure you called Phineas.
Why would I call Phineas?
Did he even ask you about it?
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Corey don't know anything about this.
Neither do you. That's why you should have called Phineas.
I know I made a good deal on it, that's for sure.
Stop waving it around. It's really creepy.
Will you go call Phineas and tell him just come by and take a look at it?
I guess I can.
There's something about him that's broken.
Yeah.
Is that Phineas?
Hey, how you doing, Chumlee? What's up, man? Wow, that's quite a fingernail you got. But,
check it out.
Wow, this is amazing.
Told you. Rick thinks I messed up.
Well, you know, I find this very interesting because it comes from a period in China's history.
Boom, China.
And this was worn by people in the court who absolutely did not want to lift a finger to do anything. So can you imagine, this is just one finger.
That's what I said to him. Sorry to cut you off,
They
Phineas.
had one of these for every single finger. You can tell a lot about the social ranking of a person by the length of their fingernails, the color of the fingernails, and whether they're wearing these silver and gold, long, extended fingernails. These are very unusual. I never saw one with the weights on it. You'll see them from 1850 to about like 1900. You know, during the reign of the Empress of China, Cixi.
Tushi. The Empress of China.
Yeah. Like you knew any of that.
It's rare that this is in silver. Silver was, you know, almost more precious than gold, which would make me feel this could be a very special one, probably very, very high-ranking court official, maybe Cixi herself.
Boom. Score
really
for Chum.
amazing, amazing.
Don't leave me hanging.
It's pretty. I mean, I just don't know what it's worth.
Well, I'll tell you, did you get a good price?
$240.
$240. Well, I'm gonna say probably bidding in the right kind of auction house, it could go to $750.
$750! That's $500 profit. Just admit that I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna leave you two with this piece to nerd out on it.
Hey, you know something? You did pretty darn good, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
I'm proud of you.
At least someone is around here.
You'll put that away.
I don't think he's gonna be doing much work in that condition, Rick.
Thank you.
I'm worried. I don't know how you do it.
Everyone's got their burden.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Just cruising down Route 66 with my boring boss and stuff. I had to get away for a little while and have some fun on my own. Actually, are these gumball machines for sale?
Yes.
I own a candy shop and I think a little gumball machine would be kind of cool.
So we have two 1950s gumball machines. One's in somewhat good condition and the other one's missing just a few parts to it. My boss is looking to get $125 for the nicer one and $100 for the one that might be missing a few parts.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, gumball machines have been around since the early 1900s. It was a quick way to get a piece of gum, and this looks like a penny one, probably from about the 60s. Kind of got the curved but still straight lines of the time. That's pretty cool. The key's still in there. The key's like one of the hardest parts to find. As you can see, this doesn't even have that piece.
Yep.
But do you know if it works?
If it works, would you like to try it real quick?
Yeah.
Here is a penny.
And we'll put a penny in there, and we'll turn it. Everything's working. Okay, I saw the hole where the gum falls through, and it would have came right out here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I think this would look really good in my candy shop. Maybe I could get some gumballs with my face on them, and maybe people will pay a penny for them.
That would be cool.
How much are you asking for this?
I know my boss is trying to get $125 for that.
$125, that's steep for me. You think you could do 40 on it?
Well, how about 80?
80 bucks, huh? I'll tell you what. If you could do $60, that's a deal.
I hope my boss is okay with that.
Just tell him the nicest, handsomest man you ever met came in to buy it.
I'll tell him about your gumballs with your face on it.
Perfect. 60's a deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
20, 40, and 60. There you go.
Thank you. Works
deal.
for me. I know my boss was wanting the 125, but I'm sure he's happy that a sale is a sale and we made some off of it.
So what do we got here?
This is an actual WWF Slammy from the initial
Did I hear Slammy Award, boss? Like WWF Slammy? What do we got here? What do you think about it, boss? We need to get this thing right here.
I'm here at the pawn shop today to sell my WWF Slammy Award from the initial show back in 1986. The WWF decided to have this new program called the Slammy Awards, which really reproduced the Grammy Awards, but for the wrestlers. I'm looking to get $1,500 for my original WWF Slammy Award.
I like this. If you're a wrestler, this is the holy grail of award winning. It was actually a ceremony that was started in 1986. It's a ceremony showing like tongue-in-cheek and kind of the more playful side of the business. If you win Match of the Year, you get one of these bad boys. That's basically what it is.
How do you know all this?
I watch too much wrestling, Rick.
All right, and where did you get this?
I actually produced the pieces for the WWF.
Okay.
And there were only 5 winners, so it was a very limited run of trophies, and I was able to keep one.
So this is actually from the first run in 1986?
This is from the first run.
Do you have any paperwork or anything on this?
Yeah, I do. I actually was able to relocate the original manufacturer, and I had him actually validate that this was a piece that he produced.
So there was only, how many awards were given out?
Only 5 that year, the very first year, actually. And there were some notable winners. You had Mean Gene Okerlund in there, you had Junkyard Dog in there. Boss, this is some history right here. There's some big names behind this thing.
Okay, all
We
right.
have self-proclaiming award winners like Owen Hart running around with his 2 Grammys.
You know, this is a pawn shop where we're actually have to negotiate with the seller.
I'm gonna let him negotiate for me.
I think we could do well with this. We need to get this, boss.
All right. The wrestling stuff is really popular and everything. So what do you want for this thing?
$1,500?
I'll give you $600 for it.
There's really none on the market that are actual pieces, all replicas. How about $1,250?
Put your hand down. I'll go $900.
Okay, you have a deal.
All right, go right over there, and this young man will write you up.
Yes.
Leave it right here.
And
I would have liked to get closer to $1,500, but I'm glad that I tapped out at $900. I think that that's a fair price.